Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode's called Featherwand.
What up, party pumpkins, and welcome
you
to a spooktacular episode 55
spectacular.
Boo Bandits watching Bluey.
No, I can't undo record.
I am your ghoul pal, Greg Painter. And with me, he's the guy over there doing the time warp, and his name is...
Mike Martin.
Happy Halloween, buddy.
Oh, it is Halloween today.
It is Halloween today.
You drive like 19 pumpkins. Pumpkins.
It's what I do. It's why you keep me around, my friend.
All my notes mean nothing now.
Are you excited for Halloween, buddy? What are the Martins Halloweening as this year?
This year, Finn is being very intuitive. He's channeling into last year and said, I want to be Luigi again. So he's going to be Luigi, even though he was Luigi last year. But he unfortunately was not able to trick or treat last year due to circumstances of life. So this year, he doesn't have to hand out candy to kids. He gets to go trick or treating. And this year, I personally am going to be a question mark power-up block from Mario.
Ooh.
So that way...
If he punches you in the tummy, does like a mushroom come out of your head?
No, but I'm going to have chocolate-covered coins to throw
Yes!
out of the box. So.
That's amazing.
Don't worry. Miss Princess Peach is going to be hanging out at home, handing out candy here at the household. So
good times.
She loves
good
seeing
times.
the costumes. I'm just going to be the annoying guy running around the neighborhood. So I'm excited.
We're-
What about you, Greg?
We're doing a Halloween mix for us. What we're going to do is we're going to do the wandering around.
Ooh.
Kiddos, Liv is dressed as Merida from Encanto. Mm-hmm. And Beth is also dressed as Merida because...
double vision.
Mirabelle, excuse me. They're dressed as Mirabelle
my
from Encanto. Liv was supposed to be the other sister whose name I'm forgetting right now. And I think I forgot on a previous podcast, too, when we had this conversation.
I'm sure she will.
But she's 5 and she changes
you.
her mind. Emily is going to be the devil or a witch. She's back and forth between the two now.
Okay.
And even though I am dad, I'm going to be a mummy. Get it. But we're kind of doing a combo of what you're doing. We're going and walking the neighborhood, and then we're hanging out at home for a while. We're going to get the fire pit out, hand out candy to people, watch movies on a projector. We go into this a little bit more detail on our Patreon episode about Halloween.
Look out.
That's why this conversation feels familiar.
This conversation is feeling a little heavy.
Oh, look what you did there.
I know, because it's not a Halloween episode, so we just got to jump into this. Let's stay true to our form here.
Listen here. It is a Halloween episode because, and I'm going to get into this as we get in.
Okay.
Featherwand.
Yep.
If you give it a different soundtrack, is the scariest darn episode. It is a horror film and a half if you just switch up the soundtrack. But we can't talk about that. You know why?
Wow. Please explain
we gotta
why.
I can't. Wiki Bluey have to say
Good friends.
about this episode.
Hey, Wiki Blue. Hey, Greg.
Yo.
Am I scared to ask this? Is it like a enchanted item? What's a feather wand?
Bluey and Mum are off to Chloe's party, and Bingo isn't invited.
Yeah.
But armed with a magic feather wand that makes things incredibly heavy, Bingo can now stop them from leaving the house.
Okay. Yes. And.
Yes, that's pretty.
That's a quality. That's a good version of it. I think certain episodes deserve the final 2 words of or 3 words of and chaos ensues.
Yes,
like just
this is a very much and chaos ensues.
I think that maybe should be a new tagline in some way, but that should be included because it's not. And they turn into grannies. The end. It's and chaos ensues. If Muffin's in the synopses, and chaos ensues.
No, don't say in chaos ensues. And then they hit the flamingo.
And then they hit the flamingo.
Boom.
Don't want to hit the flamingo.
So we start in the house.
Okay.
We're wrapping presents.
I'm already calling your favorite
cellophane.
Yeah, it's the cutest thing ever, isn't it, Greg?
I do enjoy the chutney chimp wrapping paper as well. I think this is our first official chutney chimp shout out.
Is this? I have like a full little. I did a hunt right away.
We have other chimps around. I know Muffin's backpack had a monkey on it, but I don't know if it's ever named.
I think it's Chutney Chimp.
Oh, it's Muffin's book bag or this?
I think it's Muffin's backpack.
Okay.
Yes, because there's Chutney Chimp and then there's Chunky Chimp.
Chunky Chimp.
And there's a balance. I think from what I've been reading on some, just stories online and all that, the Chutney Chimp, they refer to it in Takeaway. It's as long as an episode of Chutney Chimp.
Ah, yes.
So I think it's an Aussie, and it's what they talk about with the wrapping paper. So it's Chutney Chimp, but the movie they go see in movies is Chunky Chimp.
Really?
It is.
Oh.
But also, and it says it in all the captions. I've done my nerdy research on this one. But every character...
You're not a nerd, just be yourself, man.
Just be see?
Yourself.
The voices and accents in Chunky Chimp are American accents. I think Chunky Chimp is an oopsie doopsie that they're saying, like, this is the American movie of Chutney Chimp, and it was lost in translation. There's Chunky Chimp the movie and Chutney Chimp that exists.
So you're saying we're going to get a Blue O movie in America at some point here?
A Blue Is that a war between Bingo and Bluey? It's both of them.
Well, there's a war between Bingo and Bluey right now because Bingo can't go to the party.
Oh, Greg gets so sad.
It's Chloe's 7th birthday, so she's only inviting 7 people. Hey, Mike!
Yeah?
Who's going to that party?
Well, Bluey is.
So we got 2.
Okay.
Chloe's going.
Oh, who else is going to the party?
Yeah.
Oh, Snickers, Coco, Mackenzie,
5.
I mean, she's got to invite Winton. So, and then Indy will be there too. Oh no, Rusty can't go.
I was about to say,
hang on.
exactly.
No,
Exactly.
wait, the Terry. No, wait. Oh.
So I think Winton's getting bumped for Rusty, but then like I said, there's no Terriers, there's no Winton, there's no Pretzel, there's no Judo, but no who cares about that?
This is not a typical birthday party that you find nowadays where they say, guess what? You have to invite all the kids or you want to have a party.
7 people. And that's assuming she's not counting parents.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
I'm guessing it's 7 kids.
Yep.
But come on now.
Are you okay? So are you bringing the Little to the birthday party? Does the Little get to come along, or is it older daughter, your Bluey, gets to go to the party?
We are actually in this situation right now because Em is invited to 2 birthday parties on the same day. In like
have
2
fun,
weeks
Emily.
from now.
Put that in your Google Calendar, you younger than 10-year-old.
And it's also the same day that I'm on the last tailgate of the year for Syracuse. Last tailgate before the bowl game, that is.
You are doomed,
so
young
I'm not
man.
I'm not doomed. My dear sweet wife is doomed because she is taking Emily to the first party, and then leaving the first party and taking Emily to the second party, while my dear sweet mother-in-law is watching Olivia at home because Olivia's not invited. Because that's the trick with paid birthday parties, because it's like a bounce house party, and you can't just you can't crash a bounce house party.
I was going to say, can you do a full Fred Flintstone and dance between the going bowling and going to the important dinner meeting, or Mrs. Doubtfire for an easier
I take Mrs. Doubtfire. I like that reference better.
Animated to animated. Sorry. So why would we be bummed? So in my head, we have to go to the birthday party. It's time for Bandit.
Just his weird songs.
He's got the head bob.
I'm
super pumped to hang out with Dad today. It does not feel like it's a Bandits watching cricket kind of day. It is not any of that. It's I'm here to chill out with you. Are you cool with making breakfast? See, why not? And he salute like.
Don't worry, Bingo. We'll make our own fun.
Boom. Dude's ready to play. Come on.
Bingo's hurt though. She's always misses out.
Okay.
Then
I know
get. Oh, do you have a thing?
Oh, I have a qualm with this episode, and it makes me nervous because I like this episode a lot. But we've already learned, and I know we have our big conspiracy theory board of where all the episodes line up. But in my head right now, Bingo has had yoga ball, so she's learned her big girl bark.
Mm-hmm.
She's had dance mode, so she's learned about the yes no button. So she's learned to express her feelings, and she just goes right into pout mode on me. And I'm like, Bingo, you're learning lessons left and right, and you're still...
they're different lessons, though. They are different lessons. This is a lesson of being left out. She wasn't left out in Yoga Ball. She was played with too hard. She wasn't left out
She didn't speak up.
in dance mode.
She
didn't speak up.
This
isn't... Well, you can't speak up. Like, I'm going. That's not... She can't do that.
Well, maybe she does speak up a little bit then. Because she speaks a word pretty consistently.
She does. And I like how she gets to this word because we hear just a bird squawk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it said on the screen mystical music. I'm calling it Harry Potter music.
Okay.
Because they're just like... And the feather just falls.
From the cockatoo. And
Bingo just instantly like, oh, Featherwand. Heavy, sticky tape. Yep, works. Let's go.
Okay. One thing I think is really cool is she has a feather wand, and it has the ability to make things heavy.
That's
It's
very
light as a feather,
Yeah.
heavy as a feather wand. Boom, really cool. To what extent is it the imagination, or are we in a fairies game here?
Well, I think we get the answer to that in a second.
Okay.
But I have a question for you.
Okay.
Finn finds a feather on the ground.
Yep.
Do you let him take it?
Oh, you're grossed out by that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Dang.
Yeah.
Um,
Featherwand would be a very short game in our house because they pick up the feathers like, put that down, it's gross.
I can see that. I already saw that entire thing going through. My thought process more so was to what extent Bingo's really good at making a tape dispenser not move with the feather one, because that thing does not budge at all.
And this again is why, to answer your question coming up in a second.
Heavy.
Wait. If we're going to do this, let's get your phone. We got some content for the TikTok.
Sure. I will.
It's all about the tent. It's the thing of the tent. We might have to edit this out a little bit, but that's okay.
On the table for Greg Painter to try to make it not move with a
It's going to be hard
simple.
because I'm so big and strong.
Oh, man. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, it moved! It moved! You're pretty strong with the heavy skills. Okay. So, Bingo, the 4-year-old,
Yeah.
can make a tape measure not move at all with her feather wand skills. Is it making things heavy or not?
Well, I think that it is, not to be the killjoy,
Sure.
but we go to the next room and we look at dear old dad and we go after, hey, Blue, you want cereal? Yeah, you want cereal.
So,
I don't know why, but I love that too.
who doesn't like cereal?
It doesn't.
Thank you. Yes. I also love the fact that they have the sun. They cast the shadow of what you get from what's overhead of the closet, the pasta closet that has cereal in it now. They're expanding it.
Serious pasta.
And you see the dog bone thing that they have over all of their doorways, but you see the shadow of it on some of the accoutrements in the background. I thought that was cute because it's just the animators are really good at what they're doing, and they show it in that situation. Also, one of the potatoes is growing one of those extra spuds in the background, so it's been there a moment. Got to take care of your potatoes.
But to finally answer your question,
Yes.
Bingo says heavy, and Bandit says, huh?
He's not. Well, she didn't say
He's
it
not
yet.
in game mode yet.
She hasn't combined the power of the feather wand.
I'm pretty sure she said heavy, and he says, huh? And then she says heavy, and then it's like, oh!
Okay. I lean, yes. No, my mind does change midway episode, so I saw that at first, and I was like, oh, maybe, possibly, but, because the tape officially was heavy.
So cereal, heavy. Then we decide, I'm just going to stick my gross hand in the box and grab out the cereal for good old Bluey.
Why does he have a gross hand? Maybe he just wants...
He's all over himself. You
Oh
don't-
my
his hands are gross.
gosh.
Heavy spoon, heavy bowl.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
You're so scared of the dirt in Australia, man. It's okay. Their birds are clean. Their paws are clean. Everything's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, man.
Did you notice?
I
when
noticed.
we cut to Bluey, Bluey is now singing Dad's doo 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 doo
Yup.
doo.
She's got the very much father-daughter mimic imaging. It was great. I loved that. So she doesn't see Bingo pop in then.
She pretends to not see Bingo pop in, I will give you.
She scoops in and Bingo's like, doo-doo. So you think that she knows that Heavy's going on.
That is a good point. Unless Dad rushed in there and is like, by the way, I'm playing heavy. Either that or they have very thin walls at the healer house. That's why they can afford it.
Oh, they do have the gaps over every doorway that also considers about the ventilation when it comes to the bathrooms, but that's a later conversation. That's okay. That's okay. So the cereal is officially heavy then. Well, the cereal box.
Cereal box, the cereal bowl, the cereal
bowl,
spoon.
and the spoon. Okay. Because I got some physics questions
And
for you when
now-
we get back to that.
Now, the toothpaste is heavy.
The toothpaste. The
Our
toothbrush.
is heavy. Hey, remember how you're saying how, Greg, stop saying everything's gross. Brushing your teeth on the bathroom floor?
Come on, man. Well, she does go into doggo mode. And it's a good thing the toothpaste is not heavy. Because that toothpaste is there for a long time in the episode.
It is.
So
Looks like she's got rabies or something for most of the episode after here.
Sponsored by Chutney Chimp, because she does have a Chutney Chimp toothbrush, too.
It's I do like, wow, do I have to brush my teeth? Yes.
All right.
I'll show you.
How many times do you brush your teeth in a day? Out of curiosity.
Twice.
Okay, that makes it. Okay, I'm just mentally tracking how this day is going for everyone in the healer household.
Twice, and sometimes like if I'm going out that night, like before going out type of thing, just to
fix up, look
fresh
sharp.
and so clean.
That's right. Okay, cool. Oh man.
We're moving on.
She chucks the toothpaste right in the sink. I'm a little mad at Bluey about that one. Pick up, like put it in the right spot. I'm a little frustrated.
It could have been heavy. You don't know. She might have heavied that too.
If she was, she's got some Guns Mahoney going on there. So
well, then set me up for it right here.
I'm here for you there, bud.
Chili. We get the heavy pen. We get the heavy invitation. She can still pick up the pen. She's got some mom muscles there.
Chili is the strongest person in Australia, is what I've written down here. Because Bingo just goes "Guap," or whatever she says "goop." She says like a weird little phrase and hucks it into the room. Like, oh, there's the invitation. Go ahead, pick it up.
26 Nudgy Road. Hey, Mike.
Nope.
Where do you have your kid's birthday party typically?
My house.
Your house, or like a Chuck E. Cheese, or a trampoline park.
Get some air, bounce around.
Do you have it in an antique store?
Elaborates.
Because if you just type into your old phone machine 26 Nudgy Road, you come up with 26 Nudgy Road in Hamilton, Queensland, Australia, which is a Chambers and Crossweights antique store.
Crossweights.
Wraiths.
Oh man, I thought it was like Chili getting swole.
Let me tell you. And we'll have to post a link to this fine establishment. This antique store is awesome. It's got so much cool stuff, but it's not a great place for a birthday party.
Maybe Chloe's eclectic. Maybe she's an aficionado of the finer
So
history.
semi-Aussie plug goes to Chambers and Crossweights antique store in Hamilton, Queensland today.
Nudgy Road.
I am very curious. Does somebody who works there have an uncle who owns that place? Is like, I'll give him a weird, strange plug.
That's a good plug.
Or was it just super random? They said words and didn't realize it was a real thing.
Yeah, the birthday party's at 47 Smickanagana Road.
Because everything happens for a reason in Bluey.
It does. That is not a sneaky. That is a sneaky addition, but not sneaky. Somebody plopped it in there, and you're like, yeah, go for it. Sure, why not?
Now, you were concerned about the physics of spoons and bowls and stuff. And
Talked about the rugby ball. Go for it.
This is a good chance for you to talk about it, because we're now trying to get the stuff off the floor using a giant broom as leverage.
Make that happen. That is not a TikTok moment.
That's not because impossible.
That broom bends, and that rugby ball squeakies, like it pushes.
I missed that.
Yeah, when he's trying to lift it, he's trying to get the leverage and make the spoon go. And that rugby ball pushes down. So somehow he's making either Bingo believe something, or maybe maybe the Featherwand doesn't have full mana abilities throughout the usage. It's like you give it a use, and then if you use it again, it's not at full strength again. It needs to level all the way back up, because that spoon
that's not
nudging.
Moving. See
yes.
what you did there.
It is not, because it does not at all. And then she throws it right onto him with the broom. Cold move, Bingo. You almost killed your father.
Again, horror movie. It's going to get even worse in a second. Blue, eat your floor cereal.
Oh, that's true.
This is the best morning ever.
What's going on? Eat your floor cereal. That gave me such a gut laugh.
Mixing the cereal, the milk, and the toothpaste all over her face.
Yep.
Ugh.
She's 7.
Gross.
It's okay.
But it's still gross.
It's not. I would rather do that than the sauerkraut again. Like, I'll just throw it out there, and that's not like a willy nilly like go brush your teeth right now, Mike situation. That is no. I got no. Well, it's minty. Children's toothpaste does have. Like, if she's still rocking the children's toothpaste, it might still have like a
bubblegum flavor
to it.
We're still in the bubblegum toothpaste era.
I made that accident once, and Finn snapped.
Yeah, same. Gave it to Liv at one point. We were on vacation or something, and I didn't realize that Bet's, of course, smarter than me, and packed the kid toothpaste. Like, here you go. What is this?
This is hot. He said to me. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh no.
I got spicy. Spicy was my word.
So
Chili's back in the mix, and she's got pen all over her body.
It's going full horror movie. I can see that. Yep. It says 26 somewhere in her arm, though.
It does. They get the reveal. It's been Bingo all along.
Ah.
Try to chase her down.
I never thought it'd go like this.
Bingo goes to the top stairs, gets the yoga ball, heavies it, and then chucks it at her mother and sister. If that was a real heavy wand,
This is Bingo's house now.
they're dead.
This is
That
Bingo's
is
house
murder. Standing up there, evil laughter. This is the spookiest episode of Bluey.
now. That and I don't know. I mean, unless it's an uncut scene, but Chili should be using her muscles to help Bandit out because he's left with a broom on his throat, and the end. So if it's a heavy broom, just as heavy as that spoon is,
He found a way.
how did he do that?
It's like the whole thing where like parents can lift a car if it saves their kid type of thing. He was just saving the child inside himself.
He was
So he
very
lifted it
focused
by
on
himself.
just a spoon at the time. So I don't think he's got much adrenaline of, I'm going to save somebody.
Save himself.
He wants to go Neo and make that spoon move, and he can't. Poor guy.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah?
what's a bugalug?
A bugalug is an Australian term of endearment.
Oh, you did look it up.
Oh, sorry. Similar to mate, but usually used in a slightly more patronizing tone.
Suppose-
Patronizing with a less immediate masculine connotations. Why do you ask?
You got it.
Not only this, so I hope it was just a blip.
Bugalug feels like dingus.
It's
Like, hey,
yeah,
dingus.
that goober's gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it. The floor cereal somehow is no longer messy from when Bluey was eating it. It's nicely put all back into the cereal bowl, and it's
Oh, is
full
this-
again too.
This is where you're coming back around on the magical properties of it.
A little bit, like,
Yeah.
or just the mana was not as strong when it came to certain things, so maybe it wasn't as strong.
It's funny. I was starting off. I was like, "Oh no, this isn't magical," and we kind of like flipped sides of this thing right now. I was like, "I think it might have a little bit of power
That
to it."
spoon is stuck. I don't think that spoon does. The spoon ever leave that kitchen in any other episode?
Ooh,
Do you
we'll have
see
to
it in the
check.
background? Maybe?
Just like that drawing of the dog on the chalkboard.
That's right.
Or on the side of the cabinet.
Is there always a spoon? Where'd the pizza oven go? Shout out to Hammer Barn Project. Things are happening in this universe that we don't know about. Doctor Strange, the Bluey version.
So Bandit taking one for the team. Gonna try to block the door. Me heavy.
You shall not pass. It's a cool little moment of build up, excitement. Oh my gosh.
Do you know what that's from?
It's Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I got that. Don't worry. I have Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
It's I haven't in a long time, but I do. Don't worry.
Okay, just making sure.
Uh-huh.
He's heavy. What are we gonna do? The world needs a hero.
If only someone would pat you on the back and help you out.
He's dead. You have to
just
stop
walking around the
Bingo.
neighborhood.
All right then.
Just walking down the sidewalk.
Except. And just screams, arms back, like Naruto running
Is
at
that
Bingo.
not the
Just
phrase?
ah! Both just staring each other down.
Again, it's similar. It reminds me of Magic Xylophone just slightly because maybe it's just a whole front yard thing. But if you were to walk by someone's house and see a neighbor just beelining it towards one of the other kids, like, don't worry, I'll get him.
Police.
It's a heavy hat.
It's a heavy hat. Change the music. Make it night and not during the day. This is
Okay.
a horror film.
I got very concerned for a moment too, just because pet owner. But I saw the Healers had their back gate wide open, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna let the. And I took a long pause of what they would let out accidentally because they wouldn't let their dog out, right?
Who?
So what are they letting out? Sticky gecko?
No, that's Sticky Gecko sticking around. That's what it does. It's its job.
Do they have goldfish?
I don't think so. I don't think they have any pets.
No pets.
No pets.
Are
Wah,
there pets
wah.
at all? In Bluey?
I'm trying to think. Was somebody walking an iguana, or am I making that up?
I feel like there's an iguana, but it might be a Peppa Pig thing.
I don't think they have Peppa Pigs in Bluey.
No. Are there pets in Bluey? Let us know. We're just. I don't know.
We get a tackle.
Mm-hmm.
We get a slow-mo tackle.
You get a slow-mo tackle.
Bandit back in control.
And this is where I think that the Featherwand is not truly powerful,
Oh.
or maybe it is low on mana because Bingo made herself heavy, and Bandit did snag her right out of the air. And she was supposed to be heavy at the time.
Oh, that's
She
true.
slowly goes down the
herself.
stairs, and she was heavy, and then he nabs her saying, okay, well, they do have a time they have to be at the party. So Let's have fun.
Oh, it's not over yet.
No,
it is
it's
not over yet. Because she
going,
gets the butt
pew,
cheek.
pew, pew.
She gets the butt cheek.
Just a butt cheek. I love that. She got a butt cheek.
And then she gets the present. And it's game over. Bingo wins. Flawless victory.
You did it. You did it. She wins. There you go, Bingo. You got what you wanted.
Unheavy.
She never unheavied herself. Does the Featherwand have other capabilities?
I think that's where she already unheavied herself, just off screen.
Oh,
that's why.
okay. Similar to the broom.
Or maybe
coming off
maybe it's just temporary effects. That's why the broom could get off. That's why the cereal moved. It's a short-term spell. It requires concentration magic. She rolled a low enough check on it that it couldn't maintain.
It doesn't have to just be D&D based. Featherwand Bingo is a great boss fight character. If you came across that and a character has abilities to freeze things, make things much heavier than they need to be, she has a small attack zone that you can hit because she's, well, you're not attacking a 4-year-old, but if she was the same appropriate size as Bingo in that episode, it's a very difficult boss fight.
Except she's got like 5 HP because she's 4, my dude.
I'm not. Just the goal is to disarm. The goal is to disarm.
Don't chop her arms off. She doesn't mind missing out because she's made her own fun. You sure did.
Poor Pat.
Still on the ground. That gave me some very big keepy uppy vibes. That was a fun time. It sure was. With a little Lucky.
He's there, man. He's there for him, and it's great. That's great. Why did they not clean up Bluey's face?
Before they hop in the car?
Still toothpaste. Still a whole beard.
Well, she comes back from the party without the toothpaste on, so that's something.
Yeah, because Chloe's mom cleaned her up because the healers were lacking a little bit of...
Bluey didn't want to go. She was all about bingo time.
You know what's cute about the Featherwand?
What?
It's the cheesy thing, and it'll bring everyone that little good vibe. Is the feather itself? It's about 2/3 blue, and it's about 1/3 Bingo's tan color.
Aww.
It's both blue and tan. It's the sisters. It's not missing
it's
out.
Uncle Rad.
So
it's the Uncle Rad wand.
it is an Uncle Rad looking wand. It's cute. Bingo or Bluey's back though.
Bluey's back. Are we gonna?
I was trying to listen to it. I listened to it like 4 times.
Nothing.
No, I thought maybe talking about magic statues and maybe it's a callback to the episode where she turned into a statue. It was very recent, wasn't it? But I watched the episode again and things didn't line up the right way.
So
okay,
I've been saying this whole time, if the music was different, this is a different movie. I feel like the trailer of this movie has there's a house with a wall with a wall.
Oh my gosh, don't do
there's
that.
A house with a wall. Because I looked at it. That is a song, and one of the last lines of it is, and then it all came crumbling down.
Don't look at me when you sing that.
Start off with that, and we clip in a few different moments, maniacal laughter, throwing the wand down. This is how it's going to end for me. Raw! This is a horror movie.
This is dark.
This is dark. Hey, everybody
Happy
who's
Halloween.
cool. Everybody who's cool out there. We got a lot of cool artists out there. Any film editors? Make us a horror movie trailer of this.
Just make yourself one, and then I won't watch
soon
it.
enough.
That sounds
It's coming to a TikTok near you.
horrifying. And just every now and then, just cut to Bluey having toothpaste on her face, still just creeping everybody out because she's actually the old man in the episode or something like that. Who? So they're back.
Yes.
When you go to the restroom,
Yes.
do you just say, "I'll be right back," and move to the bathroom, or you just go yourself?
Go to the toilet, boss.
You just yell, "It's toilet time! Go to toilet, boss!" and leave the door wide open.
I do enjoy how a lot of times he acts like a prisoner. Like, check it out here, boss. Go down now, boss.
See, I will do brekkie. Don't worry. Leaves the door open.
They are a very open, freewheeling family. They all go to the bathroom together in certain episodes.
That's true. Yeah, okay. Well,
They
come on, kids. Want to come hang out?
They accidentally watch Aunt Trixie pee.
I can't, man.
And then they do things when the toilet gets too heavy despite the fact that there's at least 2 bathrooms in that house.
At least.
You then
At
decide,
least.
I'm just going to run outside and take a whiz in the backyard.
Pee in the sink, Bandit.
Ugh.
You gotta go.
Chilly disgusted.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
cap it off with a delightful morning, Wendy.
Of course. Hey. Now,
Poor Wendy.
poor Wendy. Is Lucky's dad still on the ground there when Bandit's going? Because I get a little concerned for my dude. Lucky's Mr. Pat is
I'm hopeful at least this is backyard peeing and not peeing in the front yard.
It sounded like he went right out the front. It looked like he ran out the front door. I mean, the gate was open, so he had easy access, but he had to go. If you have to go, man, that archaeologist bladder, they have a history of, I have nothing on that.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
And we gotta go.
Yes.
Find out what your favorite thing is, Mike.
My favorite thing, and I'm sad that I didn't bring it up while it happened because you're the one that brought it up, and it makes me gut laugh every single time. It's floor cereal. Eat your floor cereal. He just he says it like it's a standard day. It's right there. It's heavy. Just eat your floor cereal. It's just like, this is the best day ever. It just makes me gut laugh so hard every time. So that's my favorite thing today. Greg, what was your favorite thing today?
My favorite thing was the Lucky Dad and Bingo showdown. It was just a great moment. Just get Bingo. All right, then. And Bingo not backing down, not like, there's an adult running towards me. I'm just running ahead too. And Lucky's dad, yes, ending like a champ. Heavy hat.
I love
that
it.
fall had to hurt.
He's a golden retriever, correct? Yeah. Okay. Because golden retrievers, I think, at the drop of a hat, will be like, all right, cool, play for this. Let's do that. I think
at
I
the
like
drop
that.
of a hat?
Hey! Oh, it's a heavy hat. So is that going to be the case? Is that the route that you're going to go? How are you going to tell me who your favorite character is when it's already Pat?
My favorite character
Uh-huh.
is the magical bird that dropped the feather.
The cockatoo hanging out on the
We hear
house?
the squawk, and then if it wasn't for that bird dropping, what I've decided now is at least temporarily magical feather.
Okay.
For Bingo.
Ish.
None of this fun happens. Bingo's a lead candidate because she rocks it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give it to the magic bird.
I could see that. That makes sense. Maybe it was the fairies that gave her that magical
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
Ooh, yeah, the fairies plucked it from the bird. They're pretty cheeky.
See?
They'd be down for this.
See?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Bluey in this episode.
Ooh.
Yes, it is. Because she wants to go to the party, but she knows Bingo's missing out. She's a good sister.
So she comes home and says, I got a party bag and you didn't.
Well, sorry you missed out was not the best way you could put it when it came to coming home. You can't just be like, it was a freaking blast, but I'm home now. But she's good at committing to the toothbrush situation. She's having floor cereal. She's having a great time. She's still showcasing that I'm sad that I have to leave you, Bingo. I can't pick up the present. She even says to Bingo, I'm not going to go to the party. And Bingo's like, no, it's all good. So she's being a good sister saying, I'm here for you if you need me, as opposed to a usual, she's not playing right kind of Bluey. So I like Bluey a lot. That's why I give that.
All right, so how do you rank this lovely little episode?
This is easy peasy, 1 gold medal squeezy. It is 1 Olympic gold medal for Chile at the Olympic Games for weightlifting because she is the strongest doggo in all of Australia. Give that girl gold. Deserves it. She's got muscles. Greg.
Yeah.
How in the world? I can't even give you the number of the episode. 55?
55.
55! How in the world do you rank this episode Featherwand?
I give this one 7 friends at Chloe's party.
Oh.
Whoever they may be.
Whoever they are. Possibly one of them being credited in the credits for, I think, the first time.
Oh, what?
That's right. Joff Butch is not alone in the music, along with Mr. Twist in the credits for music. This is the first time, I think, because I checked 2 episodes after this, that they credit the classical composer, Grieg, for the Hall of the Mountain King.
It's almost my name.
See? Close. It's 1 additional letter. Someone threw an I in there. It's like, I hang out with Greg. And then
Yeah.
See, we're in the credits.
I did it. Thank you, everybody. Plug time.
Everybody, everyone.
At Watching Bluey on Twitter. At Watching Bluey Pod on TikTok.
Still us.
Watching Bluey at gmail.com. Send us your takes, your thoughts, your likes, your feels.
We're everywhere except for right there high-fiving you right now.
rate, review on Apple Podcasts. We haven't had a lot of reviews in the last couple weeks, so hop on there. If you haven't reviewed us, it just means the whole dang world to us if you could.
I almost went full Greg Payne. It's been a while, but I did it though.
Bluey merch at bit.ly 2BWB swag.
Whew.
Patreon bit.ly 2BWB pat. Again, new tiers you can get in for as low as $1 buck and get around 16 hours ish of content.
That's
a lot of
us.
That's a lot of us for $1.
You'll shed some tears if you pay for one of those tears after listening and laughing as much as you do while listening to us. This is the two bandits watching Bluey Patreon plug.
Wow. And lastly,
Of course.
and most importantly,
Cereal.
if you need to have a fun time with feathers too, but you don't want a gross feather that fell from the sky, go to the Feathers Craft Supply store in Australia. It's actually an online only store where you can get peacock feathers, emu feathers, guinea feathers, duck, goose, manaboo, ostrich, pheasant, and so
What's a manaboo?
many more. Different colors, different sizes, different shape. So, Mike, there's so many feathers there, dude. They have so many feathers.
Birthday parties at antique stores. So many feathers with manaboos and emus.
If you don't believe me, go to feathers.com. .au.
Feathers.com.au. It's locked in.
Feather, excuse me, singular, not plural.
Ooh, feather.
Just saying too, don't go to feathers.com without the AU. I did that first and that gets a little weird. Oh no. So no plug for that. So I think I'm going to stop talking right now about feathers and wands. Because you know why, Mike?
Why is that, dude?
Because it's got to be done.